how I start?
Start was when you went to school in Ungvar. What kind of a school it was, like this?
So, start when but how I took a little English and I took Hungarian.
It doesn't make any difference to whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, the language doesn't matter.
A little Hungarian,
a little Yiddish, a little Hungarian, a little anything. That doesn't matter.
Now it's open? It's open now?
If you take your hand.
No, but
yes. Go ahead.
So I start with that.
Why are you putting your hand?
I'm going to ask you first before I start to talk. That's why.
Tell me what happened when you were a little girl.
When I was 6 years old, I went to Jewish school. Was a school only for girls, and the city Uzhhorod. The Czechoslovakian was there, and 1930 I start, or 31 I start to go. Was then 1 year I went was a old school, very old school. Then when I went to the second grade, we had a new school, a nice one. Wasn't so modern like here, a school, but was very nice. It was in the city of Uzhhorod. I went there 4 years. After 4 years, we had to go to the public school. The public school, I went to the Czechoslovakian public school. Was like here a high school. And this high school I went till the Hungarian came. The Hungarian came in 1938. I started to go in the Hungarian school, in the Hungarian high school. And I went to school till I think was 42, till 1942 in the Hungarian school. It was, then I will say it in Hungarian. I think it's a little bit easier now, I think. Amikor iskolába jártam, a zsidó iskolába csak kislányok jártunk, és amikor polgáriba kezdtem járni, a cseh polgáriba, ott nem volt olyan antiszemitus, nem tudtunk róla. Amikor a magyarok bejöttek, és a magyar polgáriba jártam, hát ottan kezdtek antiszemitások lenni a lányok, ottan fiúkkal is jártunk, de a lányok nem voltak olyan jók a zsidókhoz. Amikor a cseh iskolába jártunk, nem jártunk szombaton, a magyar iskolában muszáj volt jönni szombaton, és nem írtunk, az nem muszáj volt, de ott muszáj volt lenni az iskolában. A tanítók elég antiszemitások voltak, amikor a magyar iskolába jártunk, és a zsidó gyerekek azt hiszem jobban tanultak, mint a keresztények, és a polgária Galagóba volt, amit a cseh tanítók elmentek, akkor mindent a magyarok foglaltak el, és 44-ben, akkor még a két kisöcsém iskolába járt, akkor ők a zsidó iskolába jártak, mert amikor a magyarok bejöttek, akkor csináltak a fiúknak, hogy tudjanak járni tovább, hogy ne legyen nekik, like angolul mondják, trouble. Hát csináltak 8 osztályt a fiú gyerekeknek. Mink vallásosak voltunk, a Radvánc utcán laktunk, a Radvánc utcán volt, amit én emlékszek, három templom. Volt a Hiszaköver Rebbi, volt a Gévecer Rebbi, és volt egy... So, what I say now? Don't know, tell me what...
There was a kehila? You talk. There was a kehila?
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember anybody who was in the kehila?
I remember one president, one Mr. Mermelstein, but this was by the Czechoslovakian. I don't remember, before we went to concentration camp, was a doctor, but I forgot the name.
Do you know anything about what profession he was, what kind of work these people, the ones in the kehila, what kind they were?
I don't know. I think this doctor was a lawyer, but I'm not sure.
They were from
from Ungvar, yeah, from Uzhhorod, yeah, from Ungvar.
And they were rich or not?
I think this I think was rich, but I am not sure.
And the other ones, you don't remember?
I don't remember. I only remember for Mr. Hoare. His daughter was my friend, so I remember him, but nobody like this.
And what profession? What was he?
So he was working in the kehila. Every day he went in office to the kehila.
But he had no other job. He was not. And before he was in kehila, he was a lawyer or something.
No.
You don't know what he was before.
I don't know.
And when did the kehila do anything to help the poor?
Yeah, they did a lot. They had a what I know was a kitchen, and the poor children went over there. 12 o'clock when they went out from school, they went over there for it's not like over here. Over here they make lunch, but over there they ate. And a lot of poor kids went over there to eat. And when in school when I went to Jewish school, there was winter time. They give for the poor kids who ask shoes or a coat or a dress. They had to ask. They asked the children. The teachers asked, and they gave them. They took them in some stores. In the stores, give for the children. I don't know who paid for it. And the Jewish school was only Jewish teachers. And when I went to a public school, to the Czechoslovakian and the Hungarian, was Hungarian teachers by the Hungarian and Czechoslovakian teachers by the Czechoslovakian. But we had 1 hour a week religious religion. I don't know how you say it. Religion, yeah. Was Mr. Tischler, who was in my class for the religion.
Well, he was your teacher?
Yeah, for the Jewish, only for for 1 hour a week.
And when the Hungarians came
in 1938.
What happened? What kind of a change was there?
I think it was a big change. From the school they start first. I don't remember when, but in the school the start was 6% Jewish. And this was very, very hard. The children was learning good. They who want to go further, they had problems.
And do you remember any other change that happened when the Hungarians came in?
It was changed too. I remember by the Czechoslovakia, who we never had to go. I don't remember the year, but before the concentration camp, we had to go. The bread, we don't have enough bread, and other things. We had to, everything was like buying in a black market, something like this.
What about celebrating the holidays?
The holidays was, I don't know how to say, not everybody had the same. The poor people had less things, and the rich people,
But when the Hungarians came, did it change it?
If they, no, the Jewish people over there in Ungvar was religious. Was, I don't know how to say, but I think 70% was more religious, and Ungvar was a modern religious city.
You don't know if there was any newspaper in Yiddish?
In Yiddish, I don't remember. No, I don't.
You had no radio?
We had no radio.
Did your friends?
One friend, well, I remember, they had a radio.
But there was no Yiddish on the radio?
Oh, I don't remember Yiddish in the radio, no. I don't remember. I never heard.
All right. I'm going to ask you questions about the ghetto, about Ungvar ghetto.
Yeah.
This is questionnaire number 1 on Ungvar ghetto. What is the date that you arrived approximately in Ungvar ghetto? You can answer in any language you want.
The date I don't know, was the after Pesach, the first day or the second day after Pesach.
In
1944. Oh, before we went was over there when we came, was the Teglagyár where I was. A lot of people came from Szeredne and from Köbler and from Gajdos. And from Antalóz. And from Botfalva, Ördalma. All the people came to Uzsgorod. There was in a lot of, where I was in Teglagyár. First I was in the Radvánc utca in a Teglagyár a few days, and then they took us to the Teglagyár in Minai utca.
What anti-Jewish actions were taken before the ghetto was established?
We have to put on Magendovets, yeah.
On Armbinder?
No, we have to put over here in the front. We have to put a yellow Magendovet, yeah. And they was very anti-Semitic. The boys and the girls, they was laughing, and they was very anti-Semitic.
Were there pogroms before the Germans came?
Maybe it was, but I don't know. I don't know.
Did any of your family live in the same ghetto with you?
Yeah, my father, my 2 younger brothers, one was 13 and a half and one was 11 and a half, my younger sister and my mother. And I had over there my grandfather, they come from another small city, and my uncle and his family, 14, and with 14 children, come home only 4, and my tante, my mother's sister, was over there with her family. Nobody came home, and more cousins. Never, nobody came home.
What work did you do in ghetto?
In ghetto, I was doing nothing.
How did the people in your town think? What did the people in your town think of the refugees from the other towns?
It was terrible. They came early in the morning. We don't know why they came. I don't know. Maybe the killer people know, but I don't know. when they came in from the other cities, when I saw my tante came in the small children and they had nothing with them, we gave them when somebody went in, so we threw the something to put in. Was so cold and with small babies and they had nothing what to eat. They came with nothing. From the small towns. They wake them up in the morning and they bring them. I don't know, maybe somebody knew, but not us. My father went every morning before he went to work. He went with we had in the wagon in a how do you call in the wagon the
Fiat?
Yeah, how do you call to the wagon? A low, how do you call to the wagon?
Go ahead.
So my father went with a wagon, a horse, every morning, and when they came from the smaller city, he helped them bring in the things what they had. They had very little, but the families had more children, and was cold and was very hard to walk. Everybody was crying. It was very sad.
And how did the people in Ungvar feel about these other people?
Everybody felt terrible. Everybody was crying, and everybody felt very terrible. Me, my sister, my mother, her father came in, and we don't know what happened and why they bring him. And then, in a week after we went, they took us in the same place. We had, was school, and we had nothing what to eat. It was terrible. We was there 6 weeks, and before we went to the concentration camp, at night before they called in a microphone who has to go tomorrow, the next day. We was thinking we go to work. They told us the young kids will work for the older one. So we went.
In the beginning, was it allowed to leave the ghetto?
No. Nobody, not at all. Nobody can do. Nobody. And we had to stay in the ghetto for water, and we slept in the floor, and we had nothing.
What was the size of the ghetto?
It was a big, in Hungarian you call a téglagyár, a big téglagyár. I don't know, but in Ungvar was other places too. But
and in Ungvar, was there more than one ghetto or just one ghetto?
It was more.
How many?
I don't know.
What was there around the ghetto? Was there a wall or a fence or barbed wire? Was there anything around it?
It was in Ungvar, the téglagyár, and I don't know what it was all around. You know what the téglagyár is? From what they make the houses. How do you call the red?
Bricks?
Bricks, yeah. And this was a.
There was a wall of bricks around it?
This I don't know. I don't remember what it was all around.
Were there guards?
Yeah, it was. Hungarian soldiers. Hungarian soldiers, yeah. What I know was Hungarian soldiers. They made so much trouble for every Jew who had a beard. They took off the beards, and they went in, like in the ladies' room. It's not ladies' room. I don't know how to say. They made it from wood to like I say, ladies' room. I don't know the name, how you call it. They made from woods to go in for women, one place, and for men. Sometimes they went in and they made trouble for the men. They don't let them in. We had no water, not I don't know, the small babies, they had nothing to eat. A lot of young women get sick, and not sick like this, but they get mentally sick, crazy. They were crying, yelling. The babies had nothing. Then I was younger. I wasn't so, I don't understood so. But today I know. It was just terrible. Every day another woman crazy, another woman was crying at night. Was terrible and cold and rainy, and nobody had nothing.
Did you know what was going on outside of where the Nazis were?
I don't know, but sometimes they took people from outside. The Jews from the Tigla, they took outside to work. I don't know what it was. I don't know.
Were there any radios in ghetto?
This I can tell. I don't know.
Mother doesn't know.
No.
Were there any newspapers in ghetto?
I don't know.
Did you get mail in the ghetto?
No, we had no mail from no place.
Did you know about gas chambers?
No. The gas chamber I know after I came to Auschwitz. Then the chair lady, not the chair lady,
Anweisungen?
No, I forgot the lady, what her name was. She told us about Blockertester. She told us about the Auschwitz, about the gas chambers, yeah.
When you were in ghetto, did you or your family have any plans to escape from the ghetto?
We had no plans to escape. I had two younger brothers. One was 13 and a half, and one was 11. And I was young, my sister was young too. They told us, they took us to work, so we went to work.
What did you eat in the ghetto?
In the ghetto was very hard. The first few days we came in, but we had a piece of bread or something. After, they gave us once a day some, I don't know what kind of soup. Who gave? I don't know who cooked it, but I know they
Where
went.
Did you go to get it?
The two men went through it. I can't remember with what, and gave every family a little.
You don't know who the two men were?
Were
they policemen?
No, it's the man from the ghetto, from.
Was there a Judenrat? You know what the Judenrat is?
It was a Judenrat, but I don't know how.
Were these men from the Judenrat?
No, they just somebody, they picked them. We lived more. They lived more inside in this ghetto. They lived families on one near the other. Mm-hmm. So they picked one man who went in the kitchen and they bring it. And
who was in charge of the kitchen? The Judenrat?
I don't know. No, I don't.
How many people lived in one room?
Oh, this wasn't rooms. This was.
It breaks every time I do
this was this ez egy téglagyár volt. Ott nem voltak szobák. Ottan a földön aludtak, és a téglagyár, ha valakinek volt még egy fa, a gödörbe, vagy egy fa, ami volt alatta, ottan aludtak. De ez nem voltak ottan szobák. No rooms over there.
Could you cook?
No, nobody can cook.
Was there bathrooms?
No bathrooms. I told you, was no bathrooms. They made something from fából csináltak valamit. And they made csináltak a I will talk Hungarian. Csináltak.
What political parties were there before the war in Ungvar?
I don't know. I know I know it was a communist party. They went in January. They went in May the 1st. Yeah, and that's all. But I don't know. There was Jewish Mizrahi in Ungvar, and there was a Mizrach. There was a Betar, and there was a Gudat. I don't know. I know a Mizrahi, and was another one, but I forgot the name.
And do you know any of the people who were in these things?
No, I don't.
No?
No.
Was there a Judenrat in Ungvar?
I can. It was, but I don't know.
You don't know anything about it?
No, I don't know nothing.
Was there a Jewish police?
In the inside the ghetto, yeah, the boys went. Yeah, there was near the border.
How many policemen were there?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know whom did they report to? Who was their boss?
No, I don't
know. No. There were also all the time Hungarian police.
Yeah, always.
And there were German police too?
No, not what I know. No.
All right. The next questions that I'm going to ask you is about Auschwitz.
Yeah.
When did you arrive at the camp?
I arrived in Auschwitz. I don't know the date, but at night, we arrived at night before Shavuos. Shavuos in the morning. In the morning was Shavuos.
By train? By cattle car?
By cattle car, yeah.
Did you arrive with members of your family?
Yeah, I arrived with my father and 2 brothers and a sister and my mother. So we went down from it's not a train, it's a cattle car. We went down and the children, the 2 boys went with my mother and they took them away. Elszakították anyukától. And they went one way and they took them away from my father too. And my father went one way and me, my sister and my mother went another way. It was dark when we came. And we saw fire, but we don't know what it was. We was thinking we go to work. And my mother was young, 44, when we went. And I my sister, we looked like sisters.
What kind of guards did the camp have?
The Auschwitz, I think they have, and the SS.
Do you remember who the commander was?
No, I don't. I was in the sea lager. When we came there, and I don't know.
Do you remember any of the
was over there? No, I don't.
No.
I was over there. The German lady who
Capo?
The capo, yeah, but I forgot the name. Who made it from the skin. She made lambs. Yeah, I forgot the name. Her name.
Ilse Koch?
Ilse Koch. Yeah, she was there. Yeah.
Do you know how many Germans there were guarding the camp?
No, I don't. We was 1,000 and over 1,000 in one cell. I was in Lager C and cell 26 with my mother and my sister.
Block 26.
Block 26. See, I forget.
There were French women in your block?
No, we was the most from our place, from Uzhhorod the most, in this block.
The people that were guarding the camp, do you remember any Ukrainians or Latvians?
No, when we was working, was with us Lithuanian soldiers. The place when we went to work.
Yeah.
But in Auschwitz, I don't know.
The Germans that guarded you were SS, or there was some other kind of Germans?
It was SS, and it was, when we was working, sometimes came the Wehrmacht too. They show us what to make, where to work.
Do you remember incidents that could be used to accuse individual Nazis as war criminals?
If I remember, I don't know how to say it. They was terrible. They was hitting, and hitting, I don't know, it's say, ütöttek, vertek, and we had to work very much. Too much. They gave us 8 meters, they say. Meters. It's not like over here, meters.
No, I know.
Meters.
Yeah.
Over there was meter, and they kiszámították, hogy mennyit kell kiásni méterekre, hogy mennyit kell naponta csinálni. Amíg ástunk, hogy hívják azt, amit ástunk? Ástunk tankoknak és katonáknak a Schützengraben. We made Schützengraben, és aztán kellett vinni olyan... Kellett vinni... Was heißt das, was man gebraucht trugen? Die
Grine?
Nein, die... Nicht der Hals, die Gummi.
Gummies.
Nicht Gummi. Nein, not Gummi. We had to take the... In the Schützengraben, we put down the... I forgot the name. This was something... I forgot what it was. In Hungarian and Jewish, I forgot what it was. It was very heavy, and everybody had to carry 20 meters, and went one girl after the other, and had to carry. I forgot the name.
What were the ages of the people with you, the inmates?
Where?
In Auschwitz.
In Auschwitz. In Auschwitz, only young people. And in the place we went to work, my mother was 44, she was the oldest.
The place you went to work had a separate name?
We took, and when we made the Schützengraben, we put in cables. Yeah, we took cables, and we made from the trees, you know, how you call, karácsonyi fákból, a karácsonyi fákból kellett összefonni, hogy ne essen le, ott a nagyon sok homok volt, hogy ne essen le a homok, hát akkor a homok, azzal kellett kerítéseket csinálni. És zuhogott az eső, meg esett le, ott nagyon sok homok volt, hát vertek minket azért, mert leesett, és nem csináltunk eleget.
They were all women or men and women?
Where I was only woman.
Where you were was in a Seelager in Auschwitz all the time, or you went someplace else?
Before, we was the most, all the time in Seelager, but before we went away, they took us in another lager, and they hold us a whole night outside.
But just one night?
Yeah, one night, a whole night outside, and they give us a shower, and they give us some shoes, and some we had a gray dress. Before we had a dress, what we had, but before we went to work, they gave us a gray dress and a piece of material, some number, I forgot my number.
You were in Selager all Jews.
I don't know, I think so, yes.
They were all Hungarian? They were all Hungarian?
No, they was from Romania, from other places too. What I know was a lot of from Hungarian and from Czechoslovakia, from the Carpathian.
Were the couples good or bad?
They was bad. They
What
bad.
kind of food did you eat?
Food, so in the morning, they wake us up, I don't know what time, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. They gave us coffee, black coffee. Then I say 12 o'clock, I don't know, I don't have the time, but I say they gave us some dirty food. My sister, some soup, but my sister, she was sick, she can eat it, so she found a small piece of wood. If what she can took with the wood, she ate. If not, they give us for 5 people in egy laborban. Én nem tudom, hogy hívják angolul, egy laborban adtak többeknek, vagy amikor sorba álltunk 5-nek, és they give us for 5 people a small piece of bread, and we had to, everybody, ahogy tudtuk, elosztottuk magunk között. És kanalat nem kaptunk, we had no, kanalat nem kaptunk, kést nem kaptunk, csak úgy mindenki ivott egy kicsit abból a laborból, és úgy ment körül.
Describe the daily, did we just describe the daily routine?
In Auschwitz.
What was the daily routine? What happened? You got up in the morning.
I say 2 o'clock, but I don't know. Maybe it was 3, but 3:30. I don't know. I don't have. It was dark, and they wake us up. So everybody who came to go to over there was latrina. I said it's not a ladies' room. A latrina. The women went over there. Everybody was going fast to have time to go, and we had over there cold water. So who had time was 20,000 or how many people was over there? I think 22. I was in number 26, and was I think 32. How you call the halls where I slept? I just said it. How I call it?
Bunks.
No, we were slept and we had.
Yes, three.
Yeah, and sometimes it broke down, and we had everybody break the neck and the head and everything, and a lot of people.
Block 26 is the block.
I was
between block 26 and block 25. There was a courtyard. No.
Was a what?
You were attached almost to another block, no?
We had in between 26 and was 24 one side and 28 on the other side, and between they was in and this side, like the numbers from the houses. One side is the even and one side is the art. Yeah, so in between one block and the other one we was staying Appel, and was staying there so long. Sometimes if it was hot, like my sister was always fainting. So we az egyik a másikat csipte, hogy álljon, hogy lássák, hogy tud állni. A húgomat alig tudtuk feltartani, mindig rosszul érezte magát, és amikor jöttek számolni, 5-ben kellett lenni, összeállítva egy sorba, és nagyon nehéz volt, sokáig kellett állni, és az ember fáradt volt. És nem adtak enni, nem volt mivel letakarózni. Nagyon nehéz volt, nagyon rossz volt. Nagyon sokan haltak meg. Első nap, amikor leálltunk, akkor rögtön egy asszony rosszul lett, és rögtön ott halt meg, előre tették le. Ott, ahol össze voltunk állítva, mielőtt számolták, előre tették le, és ottan jött, azt is beszámították, hogy ott vagyunk-e mind, akik bementek abba nem is tudom, elfelejtettem, hogy hívják abba a szobába.
Were there people killed?
Yeah. And a lot of people go to the wires when
They
you know.
themselves.
Yeah. There was, we don't know, we don't know what kind of fires is. It was somebody saw maybe, when we went out the next day, we came in the night, and the next day we went out, I saw my father, he was in block, I was in block 26 and he was in the other side in our block. I saw him, I was talking with him, and after I never saw him, I don't know where he went. They took him out from there the next day. I saw him, and when we came to Auschwitz, they take all the hair done with the scissors, the man, and they was laughing over there. The man, they took from all over the hair up, and was laughing and was dancing. It was there was the people from the concentration camp, and we was crying, and they was yelling, laughing.
Were there people killed by the guards?
I don't saw, but it was. I don't saw what I.
Were there actions in the camp? It's like it's the same word in Yiddish. Action is where they kill a whole group of people all together. They take a whole group and sent to the gas chambers.
I don't know. They was talking with. We was one girlfriend was with the mother, and the second day, when they made a selection, they took her away and never came back.
Were there attempts to escape?
So maybe yes, I don't know. Everybody knew it's not in Auschwitz, not from the Seelager.
Was there an organized underground?
I don't know.
Was there planned resistance?
What?
Was there anybody planning to make resistance, to fight back?
Maybe it was, but not between us. We was young girls over there, and no man, only the girls. So I don't know.
Was there any contact with people on the outside?
No.
Were there any attempts at cultural activity?
Nothing. No.
Were there any children in the camp?
No, I don't saw. No children. I don't saw in the camp.
There were
no
only Jewish inmates from in Seelager?
And Seelager, what I know, only Jewish. Only
Did they all
Jewish.
get along with each other?
They get along. We had nothing, and what can?
But there wasn't any fighting between Jews from one town and Jews from another town?
No, not what I know. No.
Did any of the other people that were there with you, did they ever help you?
They can nothing help. They had nothing. If somebody was sick, and if somebody can say something, they said, but not. They was over there. Was every day was over there. They took away a lot of young girls. They get sick. Of one was from the sun of the food they had. Sun from they had the food full of. I don't know how to say, blazes or what, from the sun, big blisters, yeah. And sometimes the the soldiers took the girls away and we never saw.
Were you ever sick?
Yeah, I was sick. I had a lot of trouble with my stomach.
How did you get better?
How I get better? In the night, after reading. In the night, I went out. I'm talking from the place where I was working. Not in Auschwitz. We had nothing but to eat in Auschwitz. But then the places, if they gave us to eat, and everybody had some trouble with the stomach. Yeah.
And how did you get well?
I get well. I put my finger until I don't know how to say it.
I understand. Were there any doctors?
No doctors.
Nurses?
No nurses.
What kind of clothes did you wear?
We had a gray dress. I need to come to the...
All right, the survivor now corrects herself on question number 9. She made a mistake. She was not, when she was in Seelager in Auschwitz, she was not doing any work at all. Correction for question 22. The clothing in Auschwitz was not a gray dress, it was a dress from home.
What were the sanitary conditions in Auschwitz?
It was a big, end of the Seelager was a big, like...
Ditch?
No, it was made from a lot of...
Latrina?
Yeah, but it was made...
Wood?
No, was from cement. Cement, a lot of round holes, yeah. And we went over there.
Did you ever get mail in Auschwitz?
I never get mail, no.
Did you ever get packages?
I never get packages. Nobody, but I know nobody gets, no.
The survivor was then taken from Auschwitz, Seelager, for 2 weeks to Stutthof. After Stutthof, she was taken someplace to the forest in Poland. This questionnaire number 2 will then be asked for the places in which she was in. This questionnaire will then be asked for the places in the forest in which she was in Poland.
What was the date of the arrival in the forest in Poland?
So the date, I don't know.
More or less,
I don't know. I was in Auschwitz, then in Stutthof. Mm-hmm. So two months in Auschwitz and 2 weeks in Stutthof, and then I was.
And you came by cattle car?
Yeah, we came by cattle car and went a lot walking too. We walked a lot.
With which members of the family were you?
I was with my younger sister and mother.
When you came in the forest, was there any selection?
It wasn't selection, but every day died a lot of girls. And there was 5, 6, and 10 girls who died every night and every day.
Do you know where the camp was?
No, I don't. In the forest, yeah.
What was the size of the camp?
We went 1,000 girls, young girls, and when the Russian opened up the how do you call it? Amikor be voltunk csukva, amikor már a németek mentek el, becsuktak minket egy Vietnam párt? In the Weiss, és a börtönbe, becsuktak minket a börtönbe, és az oroszok szabadítottak fel. Azt hiszem, hogy az, ha jól emlékszem, volt Krone nad Brahe, ahol felszabadultunk. Nagyon nehezen dolgoztunk. Vittünk kébelt, és vittünk köveket, meg kellett vinni kellett vinni a fákat, és kellett frisszelni a fákat, hogy Mert homokból voltak a Schützengraben, hogy ne essen le a homok. Hát a fákkal kellett befonni, kerítést csinálni.
What? Were there anybody else in the camp besides you, 1,000?
In
this place in the farm?
No,
there was just
no.
2,000
Yeah,
girls.
yeah. But every day died girls.
Yeah.
It's
But more came or no?
No.
What kind of guards did you have?
We had from Latvia, I think it's Latvia, Lithuania, yeah.
Yeah. And Lithuania?
Yeah.
Did the camp, when was the camp set up? Was it already there when you came there, or did you build it?
No, when we came there, it was there.
You don't remember how long before?
No, they made it up. They made the...
Just before you came?
Yeah, they made the tanks.
Do you remember who was the commander?
No, I don't.
Do you remember the officers?
No, I don't.
How many Germans guarded the camp?
They had a lot, but I don't know how much.
How many Ukrainians? Were there any Ukrainians?
No, but I don't know.
How
For
many,
Lithuanian was.
Lithuanians?
I don't know.
How many Latvians?
No, I don't know.
The Germans, they were SS or they
They was SS and they came. Wehrmacht came to.
Any others?
No.
Do you remember any incidents that could be used to accuse individual Nazis as war criminals?
Yeah, it was over there. I don't know. I don't remember why they took a girl and they put it inside in a hole, and she was over there a whole night and a whole day. And when she came out, she was sick and she died. I don't know why they did it. To punish, but I don't remember why. And before we went away from this place, so they asked the people who can walk and who cannot walk, and they said who cannot walk, they will put it in a wagon. So a few people went out. I was sick too, but a few people. I know one mother and two daughters from Ungar. I forgot the name. One daughter was a little bit sick, so the mother said she will stay with the other daughter too and go with the wagon. And when we went away, they killed all. They killed. They shot them. Yeah, they shot.
What were the ages of the people with you?
They all, I think, they all young, yeah.
They were all women?
All women, yeah.
They were all Jews?
All Jews.
Where did they come from?
They was with us from Letland and Hungarian and Romanian. And from the Carpathen.
The couples were all bad?
They all bad. They was all bad.
What kind of food did you eat?
What kind of food? We had in the morning. They gave us black coffee, and then we went to work. And at night they gave us a piece of bread and some food, I don't know.
Describe the daily routine. There was telapel?
In the morning was telapel, and after the telapel we went to work. And at night was the same thing, the telapel, yeah, and the supper.
Were people killed?
Yeah.
How? They were shot?
Oh, they shot too, and they was dying by themselves. They was dying by themselves. We walked a lot every day to the work from the places. They was dying sometimes from the sun was very hot, So from the sun, they had
blisters.
Not only blisters, they had
Sunstroke?
sunstroke, yeah.
If they were killed by someone else, were they killed by the Ukrainians or by the Germans or by the Lithuanians?
They killed the Lithuanian killed the girls.
They beat them or they shot them?
Sometimes they beat them and sometimes they shot them. And when we went from one place to another along
the
road, so we had to go in 5.
Yeah.
We had to go in 5. And once we had from Ungvar 5 sisters. They went together, and one was sick, can go so fast, so they killed her in the street and left her in the street.
Were there any attempts to escape?
We was always in the forest. We was only in the forest, so I don't know. I don't know.
Was there an organized underground?
Not what I know in the place we was.
Was there any planned resistance?
But?
Was there any plan to fight or to resist or to do anything?
I don't know. Everybody was very upset. Everybody was very upset. Everybody had from the same city the girls to die, and nobody was thinking of nothing.
Was there any contact with people on the outside?
No contact.
Was there any attempt at cultural activity?
Nothing.
Were there any children in the camp?
No.
Did the people all get along, all the inmates, or were they fighting?
Sometimes we was sleeping in the floor, and we was in one cell. We was 60 people, and 60 girls, and we had no place. Was no place. Sometimes.
Christmas, met gelast unbrechen, zwagen in de bijmer in Interlijn. Dus ik weet. En anders moest dat bereid en snijden op de lijn. En op Christmas had men gelast unbrechen zwagen naar Interlijn.
It was very hard. It was sometimes in the morning was missing for one girl a piece of bread. For one girl was missing the shoe, and it's between. They was sick. A lot of girls get sick, so and everybody was hungry. So everybody.
Did you receive help from anybody?
No, from nobody. No.
Were you sick?
Yeah, I was sick. My mother was sick too.
How did you recover?
How recover? I don't know. We went very hard to work, and it was very hard. It was very hard.
How did you get over being sick?
Oh, it was that a Hungarian in the place we was working was a Hungarian lady, a Jewish lady, and she gave us sometimes. They gave for her, so she gave us a little. Vinegar, and all when we made a fire sometimes, so we had, the black from the wood, the black, I don't know how you call it, charcoal. So we ate the charcoal. She told us to eat, and the stomach. Yeah.
Was there any doctors?
No doctors, but a lot of no nurses, and a lot of sick, and twice or 3 times they came over there with big, not cars, trucks, and they took away the sick girls. And
you wore grey dresses?
Over there, yeah, and work.
What kind of sanitary conditions were there?
No sanitary, no nothing.
Did you receive any mail?
No.
Any packages?
No. When we came home from work, and we ate up fast. So we went for water and with a little water we washed ourselves.